Hey guys, how you doing? So we're gonna start to get into lifting weights, and that can be body weight or weights themselves. And we're gonna start with the chest today to talk about some confusion about should I do muscle isolation or should I do combo moves? Should I do weightlifting? Should I do body weight? The answer is it depends. What's the purpose? For example, we'll talk about isolation today because we're going to do primarily chest exercise. So the chest being the pecs, right? Isolation is typically done for three reasons, not in any particular order, but isolation is done for rehab. You've injured a particular muscle, or it's done because if you're like a bodybuilder and you need to focus on development, like you got to get your deltoids popping, And then the other reason is just for, basic, you want to get stronger because you're weak in a particular muscle set or group. So which one is right? They're all right. Which one should you do? Well, it depends. Should you do body weight? Should you do isolation? Should you do weights? Well, it depends on what you're going after. Me personally, for the kind of sport that I'm in, which is OCR, I do body weight because, except for one obstacle, which I'll show you, there is no lifting. There's no machines out on the course. There's no barbells. There's no dumbbells. There's no kettlebells. There's no iron. It's just you, your body, against moving it over and under and through obstacles. Okay, so I do mostly body weight, and it's more than effective for what I need to do. Now, if you're in there for body building, like you want to be Arnold, then you're going to need some serious iron. I don't have that much. So then the question is, well, what about isolation versus combination? Isolation is one muscle, combination is muscle sets or muscle groups. So for example, a group of muscles would be, and I'll show you, it would be chest and core, okay, which is actually pretty common. Core is involved in so many moves that we do. So I tend to combine my workouts and incorporate core, so that way I don't have to do focus core work all the time. And there's kind of a question there as well, how often should I do? Well, my typical schedule is I run Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and then Tuesday, Thursday I do lifting, and then Saturday is also a combo run and lift day. Sunday is work, is rest, recovery, period, which might be active or dynamic. We've talked about that. So anyway, today, push-ups, focusing on the pecs, body weight. So there's some standards here, and we'll start over here with this set. And oh, by the way, if if your wrists bother you, then get yourself some push-up stands. So again, regular old push-up. This is core and pec, and we're just going to do push-ups. Now, over here, and let me turn my little camera, is a combo. Where now I've got some little dumbbells, all right, and I'm going to do a combination of a push-up here, right, and maybe a lift, or maybe a tricep kickback after a push-up, right? So those are some combinations. Always good to do those kind of things. The last one is here with my favorite RAM burpee, or my RAM, okay? And I'm going to incorporate a core work with this. Okay, so I'm going to take this here and move my little Bosu ball up a little bit. Move this over here. And I'm going to use this almost like a barbell for bench pressing. And you'll see what I'm going to do in a second. We're going to get my shoulders up here. to lift my hips way up, okay? And I'm going to lock them in so that I got my core engaged. That way when I get this thing and I press, I've got the core engaged with the downward force of my feet through the floor, pushing away as I'm pushing up in opposition here through my shoulders on the ball up through the ram. So you get the combination of the ram of the core and the pecs in one set. So that's a little bit of lifting 101.